for Management, a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries, faculty members, and student friends.
Every morning brings us new thoughts, new words, new strength, and endless possibilities. So, to enlighten us and brighten our morning, here comes the prayer song.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமணந்த கிழிழொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரதண்டமிது தெக்கணமும் மதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம்பியல்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. I now request Ms. A. Blesita, General Secretary of Dr.N.G.P Arts and Science College, 2nd M.Com International Business, to give a hearty welcome to the gathering.
Great people are those who see a problem, take responsibility, and then act on it to make a positive difference. Gracious morning to one and all present here. With immense pleasure and privilege, we welcome you all to this national level conference on title Digital Transformation in Business, Opportunities and Challenges. I deem it a significant moment of extreme pleasure to welcome our guests of honor, Dr. Selvaraju Murugeshan, Head of Data Science, COIMBATORE, Coimbatore. We welcome you, sir. Mr. V. Sanjay Balasubramani, Head, Business Strategies and Creative Director, Creative Wild, Bangalore. We welcome you, sir. I welcome our revered Chairman, Dr.Nalla G. Palaniswami, sir, our respected Madam Secretary, Dr.Thavamani D. Palaniswami, ma'am, and Dr. O.T. Bhuvaneshwaran, sir, Chief Executive Officer, N.G.P RET, in their absence. Dr. P.R. Muthuswamy, sir, Director of N.G.P Educational Institution. We welcome you, sir. I'm extremely elated to welcome our beloved Principal, Dr. S. Saravanan, sir. We welcome you, sir. I extend my warm welcome to Dean, Commerce and Management, Dr. P.B. Banudevi, ma'am. I welcome distinguished faculties and student participants from other institutions. I also welcome the conveners of today's conference, Dr. T. Snegalata, ma'am, Head Department of Commerce with Accounting and Taxation, Dr. P. Revati, ma'am, Department of Commerce with Banking and Insurance. Welcome you, ma'am. And I welcome Organizing Secretaries, Dr. S. Mohanraj, sir, Head Department of Commerce with International Business, Dr. S. Kausalya, ma'am, Head Department of Corporate Secretaryship with Computer Application, and Dr. S. Mohan, sir, Head Department of Management Studies. We welcome you all. I extend my welcome to heads of various departments, faculty members, and to all the technical and non-technical staffs and media friends. Nevertheless, I welcome all my fellow student friends to this one-day national conference on digital transformation in business, opportunities, and challenges. Once again, I welcome you all.
Thank you, Ms. Blesita. Darkness cannot be wiped out by blackness. Only a bright light can accomplish it. In the same way, let us hope that the light of education wipes out the darkness of injustice, aggression, and divisions in society, and leads us towards growth, liberty, and equality. Now, I request the dignitaries on the dais to step forward for lighting the lamp.
Thank you, dignitaries. Diversity is the art of thinking independently and together. Now I request Dr. T. Snegalatha ma'am, convener, head, Department of Commerce with Accounting and Taxation, to brief the conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests on the dais, of the dais, and fellow enthusiasts of innovation, and my dear students, welcome to the National Conference on Digital Transformation in Business, Opportunities and Challenges. We are gathered here today not just to witness the future of business, but to actively get some knowledge regarding the digital transformation in all areas of business. It is the pivotal moment that we cover to explore, discuss, and celebrate the profound impact of digital of commerce. Digital transformation is not merely a buzzword, it is an imperative. The integration of cutting-edge technology into every facet of business has ushered in a new era of unprecedented opportunities and challenges. The survival and prosperity of business hinge upon their ability to harness the power of digitalization. This conference serves as a beacon, illuminating the path forward for all of us. Our mission is to empower you with the knowledge, tools, and inspiration needed not just to survive, but thrive in the digital age. Throughout the conference, we will explore key themes in different areas, such as digital marketing, digital technologies, digital media, and so on, that are reshaping businesses globally. Of esteemed speakers, industrial experts, and thought leaders will sharing their experiences and wisdom regarding digital transformation in various fields. Together, we will navigate the digital frontier and discover the keys to success in an era defined by innovation and change. As we embark on this transformative journey, let us remember that digital transformation is not just about technology. It's about reimagining the way we do business, promoting alertness, and embracing a culture of continuous learning and adaptation. Together, we will unlock new and elevate our understanding of how digital transformation can truly revolutionize the business. So, prepare your and experiences. Once again, I welcome you all to this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. One of the most courageous things you can do is identify yourself. Know who you are, what you believe in, and where you want to go. So here comes such a great personality who not only identifies himself, but also supports many others to identify themselves. I request our Honorable Director Academics, Dr. P.R. Muthuswami sir, to give the presidential address and make this a precious event.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning to all of you. The blessings of our beloved Chairman, Dr. Nalla Palaniswami, and our Managing Trustee, Dr. Thavamani D, I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and my dear participants from my dear faculty community. I feel privileged, delighted and honored to have a pep talk in the name of presidential address. Most respected chairperson of today, resource person, chief guest of today, Mr. Selvaraj Murugesan, head of data science, COIMBATORE, Coimbatore, and most respected Mr. Sanjay Balasubramani, head business strategies and creative director, Creatively Bangalore, Dean of Commerce, Dr. Bhanudevi, and all my heads of the departments of various portfolios, various departments. First, I want to thank all the 100+ students came from 25 institutions to listen to this wonderful topic. And I want to thank the organizing secretary, Dr. Mohan Raj, and student council organizing members for having arranged this wonderful conference. Dear friends, about 10 years back, Wall Street Journal has published an article, Why Software is Eating the World. One of the interesting articles created a very big impact on the digital run. Importance of software was very much discussed and explored before a decade. But now we see the business models are very much depending on softwares. From Adobe SaaS to so many, Ola, Uber. Whatever industry, business model you select, definitely there will be the prime importance of a software. Without that, most of the business models will perish. No doubt, digital transformation has become the central focal point of Industry 4.0. No doubt about it. Lots of technologies we are listening, from machine learning to artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, so many. You take any business organization, definitely after this COVID-19 particularly, the importance of online and digital influence is proliferating like anything. Take any field, say finance. You can see lots of fintech startups, financial technology initiatives like cryptocurrency, so many. Even you take any companies now challenge the banking sector. To that extent, lots of startups have come in insurance, investment, and so many areas. Any case study like Alibaba.com, think about Ant Financials by Alibaba.com, how the influence of artificial intelligence, how a customer is evaluated within 3 minutes. So many histories are there. If you enter into a laser cutting station, you cannot escape from computer applications. If you go to our Kovai Medical Center and enter into our clinical oncology department, you can see a wonderful linear accelerated computer. If you go to GCAD Institute of Technological Resources, you can see lots of CNC operated capital equipments kept there. So wherever you go, definitely there will be an impact on digital. That's what the order of the day today. That's why they have given a topic, challenges and opportunities. Parallelly, even we are learning more on cyber security and so forth. So dear friends, consciously or unconsciously, the digital literacy is taking the central part. So we are back, I have seen an article, on application of the AI-based school in Kerala. The total school was taught by artificial intelligence support. So like that, day by day you can see, I don't know when you are completing your own program, after 2 years or 3 years, the technology complexity or the acceleration of technology or the importance of data science will be definitely more. I had opportunities to talk to resource persons for a while. I understood very clearly data management or data science is very much focused even from small to large scale sector and even from retail segments, because officially or unofficially your data is being trapped, I can say, to that extent. Importance of data. Even I was talking to one of the friends who came from Citibank credit section and he said, I asked him what type of job you are doing in that. He talked about data analytics, how it is related to credit card. He has given me a lot of information how they are analyzing the various dimensions of a credit card and make it customer centric. Even we were invited by Adobe to Hughton Island to discuss on Adobe products from Photoshop to so many. You think about it very deeply, from cloud, creative cloud, and so many products of Adobe, definitely you will see the applications where it is embedded. If we watch Ford Motors purchase division, about 5,000 people who are working are replaced by a digital influence and reduced to 500 people. To that extent, downsizing is taking place, automation is connected to digital, and so many changes are taking place. You can feel the dynamism of digital influence in all fields, including higher education. All fields, you take marketing, you are talking about digital marketing, database marketing, marketing analytics, healthcare analytics. I'm working here for more than 17 years. In Covai Medical Center, before 10 years, you see an X-ray films people used to carry. After taking a film, they used to clean it, and after a long time, you will get the picture or image. Now it is not so. Doctor is sitting in his house and he is scanning or going on what is going on for his patient in KMCH. He can take a decision even at his breakfast. To that extent, we are digitally connected. You think about distributed ledger of blockchain technology. Across the borders, you can enjoy the digital ledger. You take Andhra government, they have already kept all the agriculture documents under blockchain technology. To that extent, corporate governance and so many, from income tax filing to so many, even public system, private sector, and small scale, all are invaded by digital, no doubt about it. So future, as Moore's law said, even every 1 year or 2 years, the technology volume is doubled. So because of this technology progression, we do not know what all the new things are coming in. Even you attend a marriage recently, I could see the effect of augmented reality and virtual reality in the wedding hall. To that extent, digital is everywhere. So I want to congratulate the organizers and heads of the departments of commerce, accounting and taxation, banking and insurance, corporate secretaryship, international business and management science for having arranged this wonderful conference and invited young dynamic scientists for good knowledge exchange. Once more, I want to invite all my dear participants from various institutions and my own students. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Honor is simply the morality of superior human. I request Dr. Mohan, Head Department of Management Studies, to present the bouquet as a token of our love to Dr. Selvaraju Murugesan, sir, our guest of honor, and I request Dr. I request Dr. Snehalata ma'am, Head Department of Commerce with Accounting and Taxation, to present the bouquet to Mr. Sir. Now, I request our respected Dr. P.R. Muthuswami sir, Head Director Academics, to present the memento to honor our chief guest, Dr. Selvaraju Murugesan sir. Now, I request our beloved Dean, Dr. P.B. Banudevi ma'am, to honor Mr. Sanjay Balasubramani sir with the memento.
Thank you, dignitaries. Followed by our requested dignitaries to lay the foundation for release the conference proceeding. I request our guest of honor, Mr. Selvaraju Murugesan sir, to release the conference proceedings, and our respected Director Academics, Dr. P.R. Muthuswami sir, to receive the proceedings. I also request our guest, Mr. V. Sanjay Balasubramaniam sir, to hand over the memento to our Dr. P.R. Muthuswami sir. Thank you, dignitaries. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Play a role and be the best version of yourself. Now I invite Ms. N. Yamuna of 3rd BCom Corporate Secretaryship with Computer Application to invite our guest of honor.
Faculty members, and my fellow mates, a warm good morning to all. It is an honor to introduce our chief guest for today's event, Mr. Selvaraju Murugesan sir, Head of Data Science, COIMBATORE, who has been a board member of GOV Hack and also been a senior director and data analyst for 4 years in ACT government. Sir has an overall working experience in various fields of being a sessional lecturer of Lathrop University, technology manager of Business Innovation Center, data analyst in IES, Spatty's Partners Pty Limited, Biarritz, and programmer analyst in Cognizant. Sir has also done his certification on MapR Certified Data Analyst, IBM Certified DP2 Professional, and MapR Certified Professional Cluster Administration. Sir has completed his Bachelor of Engineering Mechatronics in Anna University and received Best Outgoing Student Award. He completed his Master's degree and Doctor of Philosophy in Lathrop University. Sir has also volunteered himself as Deputy ACT State Director of GOV Hack, Community and Tree Plantation Volunteer of Conservation Volunteers Australia, Tourist Guide of Connect Mentor of Lathrop University, and played a various role in Dharma Australia like Secretary, Committee Member, Membership and Communication. He is also acting as an Executive Board Member of Dharma Australia from December 2018. Sir has also made several publications and awarded University Gold by Anna University. We are privileged to have Mr. Selvaraju Murugesan sir with us today, and we eagerly anticipate your insights and inspirations, sir. Once again, I welcome you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Yamuna. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Now, I request Dr. Selvaraju Murugesan sir to step forward and inaugurate the session.
It's a big moment for all the teachers to, join hands. To be remembered for all the great services that the teachers do, I think this day is very important. And you know that you are getting education from a big institution like this institution, and the lecturers here are pretty much the pillar stones for what you're going to learn and then the wisdom. Okay, so I think let's take a moment to actually join our hands to thank all the teachers, not just here, but in your schools and the forthcoming teachers as well. Let's join hands. All right, so before I dive into digital transformation and data, especially I want to talk about more in terms of the role of data in digital transformation. Let's take a step back, and I want to talk about an incident which happened to me 3 years ago. So I returned from Australia from 15 years. I never been to India in the 15 years. 15 years I came back. And then my mother asked me to go and get some tomatoes from the supermarket. Fairly simple job. So I take 20 rupees from my pocket. So went to the shop, and then I got the tomatoes, went to the checkout counter. The first thing the checkout assistant asked me was, "Sir, can I have your 10-digit phone number, please?" 10 தக்காளி வாங்கறதுக்கு 10-digit phone number எதுக்குங்க? Think about it. And then I was like, "No, I'm not going to give you my phone number, but here is the rupees." And then he said, "Look, I don't accept cash. You got to scan something called QR code." And I was amazed. QR codingla? அதுக்கு என்னங்க பண்ணணும்? Sir, there's something called Paytm. Don't you have Paytm? I don't even have a bank account in India. Then think about Paytm. And I was like, okay, you got to scan. All right. I do not know how this technology works. Let me figure out. Here is the cash. Paid the cash, came back, do all the research. In the last 4 years, as part of the Digital India movement, all the things you see in the government has been digitized. Correct? How many of you actually stood in the queue of a TNEB, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, to pay your electricity bill? Raise your hands. Anybody here? I'm pretty sure a lot of people here, yeah, me included. These days, how do you do it? You do it online. Correct? Anywhere you go, you pay online. That's great. It's great for us. Correct? So, coming back to the point, what is digital transformation mean? There's two concepts you need to understand. One is called digitization, and the other one is called digitalization. When you say digitalization, it's pretty much converting a lot of things in analog to digital. Think about it. I'll give you a best example. How do you get your lecture notes? So in those days, they write it in the board, or they write it in a piece of paper, give it to you, and then you copy it in your note, and then you go home and then you do that. What happens with digitization is basically you take your smartphone, click the picture of the board or the piece of paper you have, and you share it via WhatsApp. As how? As PDFs. Correct? That is called digitization. Taking the exact thing which you have in the analog world and then probably making a digital copy of it. Guess what? It's of no use. You are exactly doing the same process in the digital world. There's no process. There is no big benefit to it. But think about digitalization, where you don't need classrooms. Instead, you log on to this amazing portal called Udemy or Coursera. You take the course online. And that's exactly what the digitalization is. Okay? In digital transformation, the most important thing you need to understand is digitalization, not the digital part. Okay? And for India, it's very new. It is about 4 or 5 years old, and the Digital India movement is taking place. But in the Western world, it happened 10 years ago. They are far more advanced than us. But with the capability of India, correct? If you go to any shop anywhere in the world, there isn't any the digital penetration is so big that gives you convenience. Okay, give you a best benefit of a digitalization. If you look at e-tag, in those days, if you want to pay toll, there's usually a big queue in the toll. Okay, there's always a traffic jam. But these days, with the help of e-tag, what do? We just go. We just scan. As long as your money is in the wallet, just pass through. Look at the convenience it brought to us. Okay, so in terms of digital transformation, there is two things. What is actually driving this digital transformation? It is not the technology. I think you mentioned about AI, blockchain, data analytics. It's not the technology. It's people like you. Exactly like you. Why? For three reasons. We do not have time, don't we? Do we? We do not have time. If things are not happen in seconds, we just walk away. So the expectation from the business has to deliver, meet your expectation. Okay? Thanks to Twitter, you guys can't even read more than 140 characters. Thanks to YouTube Shorts, you can't watch videos more than 30 seconds. That's the fact. Okay? You are taking the same expectation and then you're wanting from a business like McDonald's or KFC, even Adayarananda Bhavan. You go, you walk, you want things done in seconds, not wait for anything. Okay, that's one. Second, convenience. You would not rather go and walk to a supermarket, rather you go to Instacart, get delivered at your doorstep. Okay, that's the expectation. You will definitely do not wait for Amazon packages to arrive in 5 days. You would rather subscribe to Amazon Prime and get it delivered in 2 hours. So that's the expectation for convenience. Why do we do that? For one good reason. We want quality of life. Think about it. How your grandparents have lived. Think how your parents are living. Think about how your grandchildren is going to live. It's very dramatic. Okay? The pace of acceleration of quality of life actually increased. And the expectation from you as a consumer actually has grown big. And to satisfy that, every single business cannot operate in the same way. நம்ம ஊர்ல அண்ணாச்சி கடை பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? இப்போ no more cash transactions. Even a small shop, a window shop vendor is actually adopting the digital technology because of this. Okay? So I mentioned about three things. Why the digital transformation is essentially based on the consumer trends. One is time, convenience, quality. That's the thing. And if you look at why that is being a driving force, I want to mention the best technology that's available to you at the moment. It's called smartphone. Wow. Look at this amazing piece of technology. Okay? In my days, I got my first phone when I was 26-year-old. I bought a Nokia 1100. I'm pretty sure no one have ever heard about it. Nokia 1100. Oh, sorry, 1110. 00. Okay? And the best slogan of Nokia when I got that phone, they're saying, connecting people. That really amazed me. Wow, with this speed of technology, how? I can make phone calls, I can send text messages. What else can you with that Nokia phone? Nothing. You drop it, it just falls apart. You put it back, it just works. It's as simple as that. Okay? There's no big screen like this. But the moment the consumer expectation actually gone even more accelerated. Okay? Now, with this piece of technology, you want things done at your palm of your hand. Any digital purchases, anything you want to do, you just do not want to waste time. Use this piece of technology, get things done. Quickly, efficient. Okay? That's what's driving this. In fact, the world population about 6 billion. They themselves sold close to 4 billion phones. Okay, at one point in time, the phone's population is going to exceed the world's population. And every one of us will have at least 2 to 3 devices sitting at home. Okay, that's what's going to happen. And with this piece of technology, the way things are being accelerated, it's mind-blowing. Okay, let's come to the important piece of digital transformation. When you buy a new phone, or when you buy a new laptop, or when you move from one system to another system, something called a data backup. You don't worry about anything else. You only take about data backup. Okay? Why? Data is important. Is technology agnostic. You can take the data, any business application that you use produces data. And I work in such an industry where data is a primary thing, okay? Data is my food. Every day I see data. And why data important is because data is no longer considered as a byproduct of a digital process. Data is an asset. Data to a company is an asset. Even if they don't have money in the bank, data is an asset. To give you a perfect example, ExxonMobil, which is the biggest petrochem in the US, they have plants across the globe, so many physical plants. Facebook, which does not have anything other than data centers, is valued more than ExxonMobil. Okay, they valued billions of dollars. Okay, because they hold all the data, especially the personalized data of yours. So data plays a huge role. Remember the supermarket? If you think that supermarket is selling you commodities, you're wrong. They're actually harvesting your data. Why is it important? Because there comes something called 3 things: personalization, customization, okay, and then money. I'll come to the money later. Personalization, if you think about it, everybody needs a red carpet welcome, whether you like it or not. It's to your ego. Everybody in the world wants a red carpet welcome. And with the physical world, you can't do that because there's only few people in the world who can do that, who can get that. But if you're in a real virtual digital world, each one of you gets a digital red carpet. How do I know this? So if you open up YouTube, for example, take everybody's phone, open up YouTube, the feeds you get, the recommendations you get is very different from your friends, your colleagues, your mothers. Why? They personalized just for you. How? They harvested all the data about your browsing habits, what kind of Korean music you watched, what kind of trailers you watched, what kind of movies you liked. Everything comes to you. That's exactly what matters in the personalization. And guess what? We love it. Correct? We consume. We consume more with that kind of a data. Okay, so personalization becomes extremely important. Then what is something called customization? When you go into the software, it knows that's you and customizes every setting for you. Okay, give you an example. If you log into your Netflix or Hotstar, the first thing they'll ask is, what is your profile? The moment you click your profile, it changes the color, it changes the feeds, it changes every single layout of the software. Okay, so everything is customized just for you. Okay, why personalization and customization matters? That comes to the last point which I want to talk about, is the dollar. Everything that you do comes for $1. Okay, there is a nice quote by Avayar. This was years and years ago, right? She says, "Kallane aanalum கைப்பொருள் ஒன்று உண்டெனில் எல்லோரும் சென்று அவனை எதிர்கொள்வர்." So even if you're illiterate, if you have money, everybody goes and welcomes him. Typical example, politicians. They're bloody illiterates. But when you come, சொல்றாங்களா? இல்லானை, காசு இல்லாதவனை இல்லாலும் வேண்டால் வைஃப் வேண்டான்றுவாங்களாமாங்க. ஈன்றெடுத்த தாயும் வேண்டால் அம்மா வேண்டான்றுவாங்களாமாங்க. செல்லாது அவன் வாய்ச்சொல். No lame excuses. Okay? So all it matters to the business is the reason why they do personalization and customization is for your Paytm wallet. As simple as that. You consume more, you pay more, you buy more. In that vicious cycle, you get caught up. Okay? For a business to be efficient, they do things extremely well. Okay? Because whole business process to be as efficient as possible. And the reason for doing that is, if you are efficient, then you can actually do cost savings. If you do cost savings, you don't have to employ 10 people. You can employ 2 people. The rest of the things are taken care of by the digital process and AI. Okay? So that's what extremely important for the business. What's for us? Convenience. Again, for convenience, we are trading off a lot of things. Okay? For a business, this data part is the really a key thing. Okay? It's not about efficient business process optimization. It's more about using the data as an asset to do more. To give you a best example, let's take Netflix. If you look at Netflix as one company, do you know what Netflix used to do? Anybody know what Netflix business used to be? VCD பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா யாராவது? How many of you seen a CD? How many have watched movies in a CD? Raise your hands. How many have watched movies in DVDs? Oh boy, okay, still the young generation. Cool. So what Netflix used to do is, they used to rent DVDs. சரிங்களா? I'm doing the same thing. Netflix, they started doing DVD thing, but for them the penalty rates are very less. And what Mr. Reed Hastings, who is the CEO of Netflix, was doing is, he's observing 3 data points. First thing is, what is the broadband speed of internet in the US? He was actually looking at the data over a period of time. He was looking at how many people in the US are actually getting smartphone. Okay? And the third important thing is, how many people, what's the broadband speed in the internet? Okay? All these things converge, and that's when Netflix know they have to venture into streaming business. The first TV show they produced, House of Cards, then you probably know, rest is the history. What actually happened in this is, Netflix changed their business model. They're no longer selling DVDs. They've actually moved to streaming business, where Blockbuster went bust last year. If you look at, there is no big kind of a transformation or intelligence. If you go to any movies, does the cinema theater know that you are a Vijay fan and you are a Jyotika fan? No, because they don't collect that data. But for Netflix, you are giving that data. And Netflix will produce the content, Will Smith with Jyotika in a science fiction movie, taking in, I don't know, in Madurai or something, just to satisfy you. Why? Because they want to make sure that you are paying the subscription next month. Okay? So that's exactly the power of data in terms of personalization and customization. So with this data, they will change the business model. And there's a lot of companies are actually doing that. To give you an example, in Coimbatore, if you know Ananda's, it used to be a hotel, right? What do they do now? They're selling snacks and sweets. They're getting into Krishna Sweets territory. They're no longer innovating. Okay, Krishna Sweets were no longer innovating. But if you look at Ananda's, they are. Now, if you look at it, it used to be in the corner in Ananda's hotel. Now, if you have they are opening snacks and sweets shops everywhere in Coimbatore. Why? They're shifting the business model. And it will happen. Every single business will use to shift their business model. And it's going to disrupt a lot of industry. Before I close, I just want to talk about another important thing, something called artificial intelligence. The more data you practical algorithm that learns about you, just about you, the more data you provide, the more movies you watch, the more shopping you make, the more things you do on the digital world, every single click in your smartphone is tracked. Every single click. How many times you click on that WhatsApp status, tracked. Every single click. Why? Because the algorithm wants to learn, profile you. They do it really, really well. And I have built a lot of mathematical models for that. For one reason, I want you to engage in the product. I do not want you to leave the product. To give you an example, if you go back WhatsApp, maybe 10 versions before, if I send you a YouTube link in WhatsApp, when you click on WhatsApp, what happens? It opens in the YouTube app. What happens? I go to YouTube, I watch Korean drama, cat videos, dog videos, never come back to WhatsApp. Now, if I send you the same YouTube video right now, what happens? It opens within the WhatsApp. Click back, I go back to WhatsApp. So I never want you to leave the platform. Why? I want you to use more so that you can actually spend more in the platform. Okay? Typical way the business are actually using the data of yours. And they do a lot of innovation as well. For example, this self-deletion in WhatsApp that was created all by the users like ours. We give a lot more data and the digital business actually learn. So to just sum it up, data will be the asset for all the digital business across the globe. The more personalized data you give it to the business, they'll give you a red carpet welcome, whether you like it or not. And they will attain efficiency. At the end of the day, what they're trying to do is they're trying to optimize the business operation, bring efficiency into the thing. In return, they want to make all their customers happy. So, in the end, just remember, your data that you hold is an asset, not just for you, but also for the company in their digital transformation journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your words are extremely informative for us. Leadership is not about being in the spotlight. It is about making others shine. I call upon such a personality who has the capacity to translate vision into reality. Now I request Dr. P.B. Bhanudevi ma'am, Dean Commerce and Management, to felicitate the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, the learned members, the participants, a warm morning greetings to all of you. It gives me an immense pleasure to be here with you to address on the national conference. And this is unique in the sense like we have in association with CODISIA, that is Coimbatore District Small Scale Industries Association. This is the first step that has come up with the industry. We associate ourselves. The academy industry bridging is important nowadays, and the students has to know what all the small scale industry is doing and how this association works on and what is the membership and what kind of benefit we can attach industry association. So this platform has given such awareness, and we should really thank all the team of departments who have well worked out for this conference. And with almighty blessings, this conference started with very fresh morning, and the Faculty of Commerce and Management, Department of Commerce, Accounting and Taxation, Banking, Insurance, Corporate Secretaryship with Computer Application, International Business, and Department of Management Studies have joined hands for this national conference. And there are more than 25 colleges with 180 participants who are here with 80 papers presented on the digitalization and digital themes. And this is where away from our district, away from our state, other state participants are here, and we are very much happy and we are pleased to welcome you all for this campus and explore all the infrastructure facilities, knowledge sharing sessions of today, and make a very fruitful day of this day. Our gratitude to our Mr. Sanjay Balasubramanian, sorry, one second. Our gratitude to our Dr. Selvaraju Murugeshan, Head of Data Science, Kovai Company, Coimbatore, for his time and acceptance to be here with us, sir. The role of data started with digitalization and digitization, the simple example for the student community, and takes leads with all the example till Anandas, and the session goes with thinking and a creative idea generation where the data is being trapped, how we'll be aware of our data when we feed into the Palamudarnalayam or anywhere when we access the payment portal. So sir, with this few lines, we are all enlightened and we are happy that the students have taken the insights of your words and they'll be very careful in handling their data hereafter, and make a business out of it is the line which we have to take in association with Codicia. We have business startups on the data and how to flourish ourselves in the next upcoming years to come. We have our resource person, Mr. V. Sanjay Balasubramaniam, Head Business Strategies, Creative Director from Creative Village, Bengaluru, for his commitment and being here with us the whole day. And he will highlight on techno talent in AI era. Eagerly waiting for your knowledge session, sir. This all was possible with the great support of our principal in charge, Dr. Department Head Conveners, and this conference was completely guided by our PR Muthuswamy sir, the Director Academics of Dr.N.G.P Educational Institutions. He stepped from the one to the step N and he guided all our ways, and this was a credential. Sir, we are blessed on this day on the dais, like you have been here team and inspired your dedication with our academic fraternity. Being Teachers' Day, we are grateful and honored by your presence, sir. We, the department, have very high, unique activities happening across all the departments, and the departments regularly conduct industry interactions, training, skill development. They associate themselves for various activities in Chamber of Commerce. They participate, and they are having the CA, CMA, CC Professional Academy Centers, coaching classes in our campus, case-based learning, application-oriented commerce lab, experience learning in the field visits of like industry visits, government internships, ATL website screening and government portal screening is done. And prominent recruiters are Morgan Stanley, Savvy, GKM, Accenture, Deloitte, Cognizant, HCL, L&T, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Nelson, KGSL, and staff. So we are proud with our students who are upskilling themselves to the corporate world, and appreciation to all the participants for their timely registration and submitting the papers with enthusiasm. And your well-preparedness and presentation is upcoming, and all the best for your presentation. Academic and industry networking today, knowledge sharing session, and a learning time for each one of us. Wishing you all a fruitful day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may consist merely of words. Now, I request Ms. Veera Jiva of 3rd BCom Banking and Insurance to deliver the vote of thanks.
A warm and a graceful morning to our Honorable Chief Guest, Management Committee, Deans of various portfolios, Heads and Faculties of various departments, our eloquent students, and everyone present here. It's my immense pleasure to propose an vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who work really hard to conference possible. On behalf of the entire fraternity of the I extend my sincere thanks to the Almighty for making today's inaugural session a grand accomplishment. I extend my sincere thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Selvaraju Murugeshan sir, and Mr. Sanjay V. Balasubramani sir, who spared time from his schedule to grace the occasion. Thank you for accepting our invitation, sir. I'm indebted to thank our respected Chairman, Dr.Nalla G. Palaniswami sir, and our Madam Dr.N.G.P D. Palaniswami ma'am for their constant support and motivation. I also extend my sincere thanks to O.T. Bhuvaneshwaran sir, CEO of N.G.P RET in his absence. And a warm thanks to P.R. Muthuswamy sir, Director, Academics of Dr.N.G.P Educational Institution for his valuable presence. A session like this cannot happen overnight. We are fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and a rock-solid support. I'm short of words for their involvement and willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zone. I'm very elated to thank our respected principal, Dr. S. Saravanan sir, in his absence, for making the catalyst who stimulated us to do our utmost contributions. With deep sense of credit, we thank our faculties on and off the stage for their untiring efforts. And I'm very thankful to all the audience for coming here and their best coordination for this session. Finally, and yet importantly, a massive thanks to each one of you who made this conference noteworthy. A pronounced pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Veerajiva. Once again, I thank all the distinguished invitees present here for accepting our invitation